Morning everyone. Today's post is going to be a follow-on from the LinkedIn poll that I did last week, I believe, asking job seekers out there with your CV, what do you find is the hardest part to convey and talk about? So the top two were skills, achievements, and the second one was personal summary. So today I'll address the achievements section of your CV. In my opinion, a CV without achievements is like a car without an engine. Looks okay, but it won't get you anywhere. So how do you convey achievements? Well, pretty much in most roles that you've done throughout your career, whether you're a refuse collector, whether you work in a call center, whether you work in a sales environment, IT, there's always a way to basically identify achievements, and they could be quantitative achievements. You could talk about even just personal development. You could talk about changing processes and procedures to basically make work more efficient. You can talk about training and supporting and mentoring staff members. But a lot of the time I see people with CVs that don't have anything on there, and in reality you're not standing out against your counterparts in the same roles in different companies and industries. So if you compare it to that of a recruiter right now, say I'm recruiting for a project manager. Now, a project manager pretty much does the same job in different companies and different industries, barring things, of course, like budgets that are different or timeframes. But if I'm hiring a project manager, you all do the same job pretty much. How do I decide as a recruiter who I'm going to shortlist? Which, it's not by name, that's for damn sure. I don't go off someone's name. Off the company they've worked at or past companies, probably not, because generally it's not a requirement for a certain industry or a certain company. So generally how I'm going to source and shortlist is based off of a really strong CV that highlights their added value, their achievements, what they've done in their role that makes them indispensable, that they've kind of showed they've gone above and beyond in their role to hit targets, to basically deliver change. That's what, as a recruiter, I'm looking for, and you need to try and convey that somehow on your CV. And by using obviously really strong words like, when you start your sentences, spearheaded, orchestrated, conceptualized, rather than just like managed. Just make it engaging, make it different. So that's obviously the achievement section itself there. If you get stuck, drop me a DM. I'll give you examples of some really good achievements that will help obviously elevate a CV. These are just generic achievements. Skills section on there, I've always said to put on your skills section some sort of key bullet points of what basically you as a professional will bring to a business. So it could be a sales environment, revenue growth and generation, client retention, identified opportunities, cross-selling, upselling, solutions-based selling, consultative selling. It could be things again around data report analysis, making recommendations based off of sales reports. Basically you're telling an employer, when you employ me, I'm aware and confident in carrying out these facets of my job. Try and avoid personal traits. It's different people at university that haven't perhaps gone into the working environment and gained those skills yet, so you may put things about being a good communicator. But personally for me as a recruiter, if someone's 5-10 years into a job and they're listing skills on there around communication, good listening, team player, they're not going to stand out against anybody else. So try and be creative with those and make, of course, sure that they obviously have weight to them, and make sure, of course, that they are relevant, because sometimes they'll play a part in a keyword search. If a recruiter wants someone that's got a certain trait or knowledge in a certain role, they may just do a control F on that keyword. But also as well, as a recruiter, if someone puts down there what they do in their role and what they're good at doing, that 10-second skim, it helps me identify and find that. So yeah, just to recap, so achievements, find an achievement you've done in your role, in any role. I guarantee you now, whatever role you've done, you can find an achievement, and it's what makes you unique. And in a non-arrogant way, it's what makes you better than any other person in your job, having that belief to convey that in your CV. Because as I mentioned time and time again, your CV is the most important document you're ever going to need. It dictates the job you have, which then means that how much do you earn, which then leads on to the size of the house you can live in, the cars you can drive, where your kids go to school, what you do in your spare time. Do you play golf? having a good CV is a vessel to having a better job, better salary, and a better career, and generally as well a better work-life balance in most cases. So hopefully you found that video useful around achievements and skills, and probably tomorrow or Friday I'll release the next video around personal summary. But any questions, obviously drop me a message in the comments or a DM, and yeah, hopefully obviously have a good day. It's today, Wednesday, so happy hump day. Talk soon. Cheers, bye.